What's up, everybody? This is the Fight Podcast. This is my co-host Brennan.
Yeah.
What's up? What's
How's
up?
it going?
Good, good. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start our fight picks for UFC 283. We're just doing the main card because we don't know the prelim fighters really.
Only Shogun Hua, that's it. But he's
Oh, yeah,
probably,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's probably gonna lose. I feel bad, but he's older, so what are you gonna do? It's just life.
Oh man,
But let's start it off with a little shot.
this is the one that
Uh,
Brendan got me for my birthday or
oh
Christmas.
shit, the
So
Rye, let's go.
yeah,
And I'm
that's.
supporting the brand. Shout out to Dana.
So how do you open this thing exactly? Do I just turn it? No, I can't turn it, but
I think it's a pop off. It's a cork, should be.
is it? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, you feel that?
Oh, that's tight.
That's what she said.
There you go.
Or he said. Alright, cheers boys.
Hey,
I had
you
this
don't
in the
judge.
fridge for like a week now, so it should be chilled. This is a
I'm
good
drinking
shot.
at room temp, bro. Yeah, look, this is room temp.
And I mean after this we're gonna go out after doing these fight picks, so it's gonna be a little fun time after this, so
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
ready? First podcast.
yeah.
What are we calling this podcast?
We'll figure it out. Who cares?
Figure it out on the fly. Alright, cheers. Don't
Cheers.
make a face.
Still
Woo!
cold.
Haven't
Still
ate anything
cold.
yet.
I haven't eaten dinner.
Yeah, I haven't eaten anything. It's 5
Oh, that's
p.m.
good stuff, though.
PST. Oh, woo! Alright, let's get right to it.
All right. Who's first here? Is it Paul Craig versus Johnny Walker?
Yeah. Should
What do
we
you
do the
think?
Shogun Hua prediction too?
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's do that real quick. Let's do that. Oh,
Alright.
let's honor the elders here.
Ooh, sorry. Okay, so we got Mauricio, and we got let's see.
I think it's
Dior.
Potieria or Potieria. I don't know how you say it, but I mean, he's like half his age, straight up. He's like 26 years old,
God,
and he's 19-3, bro. It's like that's a tough one for if Hua pulls that off.
I've never
That'd
seen
be
the other guy
crazy.
fight. I think I
Me
have,
neither.
but like Shogun's really old, dude, and he's so young. You got Eeyore.
Yeah,
Who do
I
you
wonder
got?
if this guy's on the street. I mean, I gotta go with Potieria just because of there's so many like things going his way in
Hell
this
yeah.
fight. So I'm gonna go with that. I wonder if he's like on a streak too.
I feel bad
Oh,
for Shogun, but Slava Ukraine,
yeah,
you know? Slava Ukraine.
it's part of the game.
Let's go
But yeah,
Ukraine. He's from Ukraine. I'm gonna go ahead and support
let's go.
him. All
So
right.
yeah, that's my pick. That's my pick too. So we agree on that.
All right. Cool. 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 All right. So let's go ahead and Paul Craig and Johnny Walker. Who, who do you got?
That's actually a 50-50 for me. I don't know because they're both like. I know Paul. The only reason I would think Johnny Walker would win is that Craig gets overwhelmed sometimes, and Johnny Walker's a showman. So if you put those together, it's kind of like a bad situation for Craig. But he has great ground game. So if it goes on the ground, I mean, it could be like over in a second. Like it puts you in a triangle, you're dead. You know?
Last time I seen Paul Craig's fight, they weren't so great. He looked really sloppy.
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah.
look. Johnny Walker's just like overall, he's like well rounded. Sure, he can get knocked
Hmm.
out pretty easily, but I don't think Paul has that power. I think Johnny Walker has that hard power, dude. He's gonna like overwhelm him.
Yeah. Hmm.
He's just so
I
strong,
agree.
so tall. He's bigger than the cage. Have you seen him? He can put his
Dude,
arms around the cage and shit.
his cage is like right here. You can see his
Yeah,
eyes.
and dude, I don't think he wants to lose. I think he's trying to bring himself back from the losing streak that he was on, and then he won
I
the
mean,
last one. So it's like
yeah.
I think he's gonna win. He's just overall very talented, really strong. He got the power in his. Paul Craig looked so sloppy in his last fight, so it's like I don't see anything going his way.
Plus, he's got a little motivation too, Johnny, because I mean he's had some like brutal knockouts lately. I mean, like even for the same guy on the card, Jamal. I mean, he just
Oh
knocked him
yeah.
upside the head and he went back. It was scary, but I mean, everybody. I mean, he could use it as motivation, or he can use it to make him more nervous. I mean, it just depends on the person.
Dude, every
But
time Johnny Walker gets knocked out, he looks scary. It looks scary.
I know. I'm like, dude, chill, bro. Just fall down normally.
I think it's because he's so
But
big. He's so big, so he just when he gets limp, it's like.
I'm actually on the fence with this one. Like, I can't decide in my head though. But if I had to, just like, if I had to, I'm gonna go with Johnny Walker.
I mean, the money
Just
line, the odds are in fucking Johnny Walker's side. He's the favorite, 195 minus 195.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Johnny then for sure.
Me too, me too. If I had to do a parlay, I would do Eeyore so far. Like if I had to do like all the parlay going through this,
Yeah,
my picks
yeah.
are Eeyore and Johnny Walker for now, and then let's keep going.
Hmm. All right.
Lauren
What do
Murphy
you think
versus
about the
Jessica
next one?
Andrade.
That's a tough one right there. What do you think?
I always, every time I go against Lauren Murphy, she just wins, you know. And Jessica Andrade, she's like,
That's true.
she's very well rounded, but she's not on the championship level for some reason. Like she hasn't been able to
Yeah.
compete with those fighters,
Hmm.
and I don't know who she reminds me of, but I don't. Lauren Murphy, I can see her grinding out the win.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that too. It has to do with me for like she's a little bit older as well. Like I believe she's like 30, like late 30s.
Yeah,
So but she's always had good stamina. And she has really good distance like knowledge and how to use her distance well. And she has a pretty big reach advantage, about like 5 inches over Andrade. So I mean that's a little bit of a 50-50 as well. It's like it can go either way. And I see Andrade all the time. She's like a bully. She's like kind of a bulldog fighter. Like she goes in with short punches. So, I mean, that's what it takes to beat a long distance fighter is going in and inside distance and like shutting down their jab and everything. So that's what she does well. So, I mean, I'm gonna go with Andrade, uh, just just for that reason. And I think she can make another stint for to go for the championship too. Honestly, I could see that.
yeah. I do see the money lines. It's plus 390 for Lauren Murphy, and then Andrade is 490.
Oh, really? Dang, I didn't even know it. That's crazy. So she's super underdog.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
it's because she's so young and so well rounded, and then Lauren, it's like they're just doing that because she's a little bit older. But I do see her.
Yeah.
Lauren's nasty, dude. Like
Yeah,
she
she's
has so
mean
much
on the hands.
experience, so it's like
Yeah.
I can see Jessica just falling into the game of Lauren, where they just keep fighting, keeping it striking
Yeah.
distance, and just striking, striking. But
Hmm.
you never know, you know. It's 2023. People are getting older. People
Yeah.
phase
Yeah.
out. People come up. So yeah, you got Lauren. I mean, I got Lauren. You got Jessica.
Yeah. I'll take Jessica in this one.
Cool, cool. All right, let's go. Co-mains. Gilbert
This is
Burns and
that's
versus
all
Neil
Gilbert.
Magny.
That's Gilbert all day. I don't
I
like Neil Magny. That's, dude, I don't get it. I don't get it with Neil. I don't. But I
always saw
I
Neil
see.
as like a top seven fighter. Top like the number seven. It's like I don't know what his ranking is right now, but I see him number seven. Like he's like goes up and goes down, goes up and goes down, but he just made it to Gilbert.
Yeah, I don't know how they. I mean, that's a bad fight for Neil, honestly, because Gilbert's just an all around. Dude, he's like the whole package. Like it's he has his great ground game. He's like leveled up his striking a lot. So I mean, I'm gonna just go with Burns on this one for sure.
Yeah, like I saw him when he was like in jiu-jitsu and shit, and then when he first started coming out, just like Kamaru Ice both saw their come ups.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbert just his striking just became like something like I've never seen like from a jiu-jitsu fighter. Like all these jiu-jitsu fighters who go into like UFC and MMA, they don't look
Yeah,
so good. Like look at Paul Craig and shit. Like it's
yeah.
not Gilbert. I don't know where he's training at, but like his striking is fucking amazing.
I wonder if I don't know if he's still an American top team. I know he was, but
He might be still there.
I
But
mean
isn't he
that's a
training
good
with
camp.
Usman?
Yeah, so he might be in Colorado now with what's his name, Trevor,
Yeah, Trevor
that
Whitman.
coach. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, but then again, if I'm looking at it too, it's like Neil is has a 9 inch reach advantage, so that's a lot. Like that's hard to overcome when you're that far in a deficit of reach. I mean, that's almost a foot. Like if you think about it, that's crazy.
Yeah, but just Gilbert's grit and fucking determination to fucking
Hmm.
become champion. He's just a not saying he's a better athlete compared to Neil Magny, but just he is one of those athletes that just doesn't stop. He has like a good ass cardio for like
Yeah,
someone who just came up from jiu-jitsu and then just became this amazing fighter.
yeah,
He's gonna be champion one day. I think so.
yeah.
Um, I mean, I think Usman will still reign for a long time, but I think Gilbert can be champion one day.
So you think Usman's gonna beat Edwards again, like in the rematch? Do you
I,
think that or no?
yeah,
You do?
I
Oh
think he's
shit!
gonna
I mean,
grapple hard. He's gonna grapple hard. He's not gonna fuck up this time. He's gonna be super focused. I think it got into his head where he's like, all right, it's the last few minutes of the fucking fights or round. Um, he felt like immortal, and then that
yeah,
kick
no,
just came out
I
of
mean,
nowhere.
he was dominating the whole fight. I mean, it makes sense. Like he would just like, okay, this guy's not coming at me, so I'm just gonna relax and like kind of ride out the fight till the end. But yeah, I mean, this one I still got Burns for sure, even though the reach deficit. I just see him just dominating this, honestly, all around. I just see him taking him to the ground, and then honestly, I'm a call it for submission on this one.
Like, do you
I think
see
he's gonna win
Gilbert
by
ever losing
submission.
to submission to Neil Magny?
Absolutely not.
Do you see him
No,
losing the striking battle versus Neil Magny?
that is like give or take, just because of the reach. That's the only thing.
What do you think Gilbert would ever like give up mid fight?
No,
Like,
no. If he's getting pieced up, he's gonna shoot for the takedown. So either way, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, he's gonna he's gonna just outclass him either way.
I just
Honestly,
never seen him give up at all.
yeah, he's the biggest heart in the whole division, if not the whole UFC. Honestly, I would say
All right, so who do you got winning?
I got Burns.
Burns at a minus 460 favorite.
Sheesh, I ain't making shit on this
Jeez.
bet. First of all, damn, I'm gonna win like $2.
I guess if I
You
was to do a
suck.
parlay, I mean, I wouldn't really. I mean, I would add him, but like, you're not gonna get much out of it. But let's just put
Yeah.
him on. All right, co-main Davison Figueroa versus Brandon Moreno.
This is a banger right here, dude.
I got my boy
What do you,
Brandon, boy. I got
you
my
got
boy
Moreno?
Brandon.
Let's go. I got Moreno too. Um, Figueiredo looked sharp last fight. Honestly, he did on the feet. Like
Yeah.
my heart says Moreno. My brain says Figueiredo. I don't. It's just like it's such a because I don't know what to think with this because Moreno got dropped like what 2 times last fight, maybe three.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Figueroa changed his game plan compared to the fight before that. Like,
Yeah,
if I think Brandon just thought that he was gonna come out like the last fight, and then out of nowhere, Figueroa was just swinging, bro. He was like on his ass, and he didn't expect
yeah.
that. But I think he's just gonna play a smarter game plan.
No, yeah, for sure. Um, and I also saw a picture of Figueiredo's weight cut recently, and dude, he looks fucking drained. Like, like he looks like a skeleton right now.
I know he
Which
looked
that's a bad sign, honestly. It was like middle of the week. Like you're already,
he looked
I don't
like
know, man.
Oliveira, bro. He looked like Oliveira.
Like hit Oliveira in 145. That's what he looked like. I was like, bruh, dude. But I mean, yeah. And like if that's the case, if his weight cut's going really bad, I mean, his stamina could be affected, like significantly. So
And they're fighting in Brazil, dude. Oh, holy.
yeah, that's true. Damn, that's a tough one, dude.
Yeah,
You're in home turf, Moreno is.
I saw Brandon's interview, and he said that there was a lot of pressure because he was fighting in basically like Mexican land. Like when he was
Yeah,
fighting in Anaheim, like he was so young, and like there was so much pressure because like everybody's Mexican over there who was coming out. He had like so much support, but he also was like all these interviews had him tired, and he just wasn't used to like everything. Like with stardom comes from when you become champion.
yeah, no, that's true.
So now you're fighting Brazil, and it's like he has no pressure. He's like, all right, like I'm gonna fuck this guy up, and like
Yeah,
I'm in their land. Fuck it. I don't gotta. I don't gotta be anybody. And then Figueroa's is it his second time fighting Brazil over there?
it could be. I couldn't confirm that, but I mean, Brazil's a hard place to fight in when you're fighting somebody from Brazil. It's tough because those fans are like brutal over there.
Oh
I
my.
mean, they're passionate for sure.
Who do you got?
Um, I gotta go with I gotta go with Moreno does, and this is the only thing, is I think he thrives in like an underdog mentality. So this is an underdog situation at this point. And when he was favorited against when the rematch for the title fight, he 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 didn't perform like we expected him to. He still performed great. It's just I think he does better in pressure situations. He's one of those fighters.
Yeah, because I didn't see him. Like, remember the second fight when Brandon just outshook Moreno, and he was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, and then he couldn't because Figueroa was just going hard. He was going hard on the punches, and like he was getting outshook because
Mhm.
he was just going on him and stuff. So it's like
Mhm.
he wasn't able to capture most of those rounds like
Yeah.
Figueroa did. So I think he's just gonna be a little bit smarter than Figueroa. I don't know what his game plan is. I really don't know. He came out different twice,
I
so it's
have no
like,
idea. I mean, this was his fourth time fighting, right?
yeah, yeah.
Which is crazy. Like, who else has fought four times? You know, I saw this thing. It said like it's been like 1,000 days since either one fought a different person, which is crazy.
Dude, it's
That's
gotta
like
suck.
3 years.
It's gotta
I'm
fucking
like,
suck.
but it's like the flyweight needs more depth in the roster. Then that's what that tells me. And we need to have more flyweights that are more exciting. Like these guys are putting on shows, and they're bringing the fans. For these guys are just holding up the flyweights right now. Honestly, like it was Cejudo, but these guys picked up the pace and then started just taking it by storm. And hopefully that brings more flyweights because the flyweights are exciting because they're all fast as shit.
Yeah. Well, everybody's hungry, bro. Everybody's going to
Yeah,
135.
yeah, yeah, yeah. 135 is a tough division, dude. That's like 155 and 135 are the hardest divisions for sure.
Because
That in my mind.
Brandon's weight cut's a lot easier because he's shorter. I mean, not shorter, but like he's just a skinny guy compared to like
Yeah,
other people.
his build is tinier, but he's a little bit taller, but he's like more scrawny. But that works in his favor because he's still powerful though. He could knock people out.
It's
So
just
it's not like
it's his
he's
natural weight. And you see
yeah.
Figueroa, he's like not really like that. He has to cut a lot of weight. That's why he looks so fucking shredded. Because
Yeah, his natural weight I think is around like 145 or like 140s for Davison. So it's like a little bit heavier. So he has to drain that.
yeah,
Like that's where his body wants to stay at. So it's harder. But yeah, I mean I got to go with Moreno though. Either way.
same here, Moreno. What's the odds on this? What is it? Oh my God, there's okay. Minus 125 for Moreno and plus 105 for Davison.
Really? That's I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have said the opposite because he's in home turf. All right. Well, that's fun.
I don't know. I think people a lot of saw. I mean, I thought I saw some holes in his game in Davidson's like game that Moreno
Yeah.
can just take advantage of. It's just that
Yeah.
it's a 5 round fight and like you can't really think so hard. Like I think Brandon was just like very emotional in the last fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's gonna be a lot smarter. So I got Moreno.
Yep.
All
Agree
right.
on that.
I mean, this. I think Brandon Moreno and Davidson should just be the real main instead of Jamal Hill and Glover.
I know that I agree. I think the main event should have been the co. Or
You can get
even
more ticket sales too.
I could even put Gilbert above the main event, honestly. Like I could put Gilbert at co and then Davison and Moreno at main and be happy.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
But I mean it is what it is. Um what about the next one? What do you think?
So
I'm up in the
Glover,
air on
Jamal
this
Hill.
one.
Dude, just Jamal knocks people out, man.
Yeah, he's got a cannon, but I don't know. It's not all around. Like Glover's fucking. He's a snake on the ground, dude. Like it's like, and Jamal's not like he. I think he's a blue belt. I
Yeah,
think that's what we were talking about. He's a blue belt in jujitsu, and that's tough. Like going against the fucking like legend of the ground like Glover. Like it's a hard match.
you think he'll get to the ground?
Hell yeah, Glover's going straight for the takedown. That's
But
my game plan for
he's
him.
not a wrestler though.
Yeah, but Jamal doesn't have any takedown defense, so you don't really have to, you know?
Oh
I mean,
man,
what? I mean, unless he's been working on takedown defense
it's
his whole
saying here
camp.
like 65% takedown defense goes to Jamal Hill, and I mean if you can just defend yourself from like not like
Yeah.
getting to the clinch and stuff, which is like
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean Jamal's only had 11 fights.
I know
or
that's like
13
really low
fights, but
experience. That's like he's pretty much almost like a freshman in this game, and he's already fighting Glover, which is pretty cool for him, honestly. That's a pretty dope fight. I would be psyched for that for sure. And it's like I see Glover like I wish Glover would have won that match against Jan,
yeah.
but I think that was his time, and it's like I don't know if I can see him winning again and like making that championship run again.
T-
That's a hard thing to do.
Tell me, do you see Jamal Hill beating? I mean, so do you see Glover beating Johnny Walker?
Um, no, I can't. I don't see that. I don't, and I know that's like blasphemous, but I don't see it. I just from what I saw with Jan, um, it's just like he was slower in that fight than we saw him even before the previous fight. So I don't know if he was dealing with injuries or something like that, but like just Johnny's too fast for him. Honestly, it's just going to overwhelm him at some point.
So then Jamal Hill, Glover. Jamal Hill knocked out Johnny Walker. This is MMA math.
That's true. That's true. Okay. All right. Who do you got?
Okay, so if it gets past the last few rounds, maybe Glover can win. But I'm thinking Jamal Hill, dude. What's the odds on this? What about you?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I still have Glover just because of the experience. Um, and how and you're right with saying like if it goes past 3 rounds, he's got championship rounds experience. So I think he still has a little dog in him to really get that win. I don't know if I have a feeling it'll go to decision though. I just have a feeling it'll go to decision.
God, I don't know how Glover does it with the striking to be still on top.
I couldn't tell you, dude. I mean, 43 still like at the top of the rankings. That's crazy. Like what? I mean, it's like Randy Couture. Like that's like last person who really did that. But yeah, I mean,
You got Glover
I
winning?
yeah, I could see him winning, and then I want him to have a rematch with Jan because I feel like that would be a good match, or he can have a rematch with what's his name
Jerry?
Yuri.
Yuri?
Yeah, and that's what I meant to say. I got them mixed up. My bad. I meant to say he looked slow against Yuri on the last fight, and when he was in the championship, and I wish he would have just saved the stamina in that fight, and he would have won that honestly. Like, it's just tough
Yeah,
because
now thinking about that,
I
Yuri
love
has
Glover.
disgusting striking, and Glover handled that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like he has really good experience, and you know what's crazy? He fucking submitted him. like like he would have thought I would have thought that Yuri would have knocked him out at the least.
You got me
Like
convinced like Glover is gonna win now. Now that
I'm
remember that
telling
he
you,
fought Jury and it's like
that's a hard fight, dude. Yuri's like a monster, dude. His reach, his arms are fucking like to the ground. Like like he's he has like the most crazy strike. Like you see him coming at you, you're like, what the fuck is this? Because I've never no one can like replicate that in like sparring. Like it's its own movement that he creates, and he handled that.
fuck. I can totally see just Glover getting on top of Jamal Hill and fucking
Oh yeah,
submitting
no,
him.
I see. That's what I see. Honestly, I see either decision or submission by Glover.
If Jamal gets tired and doesn't knock him out within like 2 rounds, three, and then I mean these guys are big guys. Jamal doesn't. I mean, looking at these pictures, somehow Glover's a lot. He's fit compared to Jamal Hill.
Really? Hey, let
Look,
me
if
see.
you look at the UFC pictures and shit.
Yeah, let me see.
I mean, this might be like this picture of Jamal Hill might not be updated, but sheesh.
Let me see. Is it the weigh-ins?
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at the UFC card right here. Um, man, like I haven't seen much of Jamal Hill, but like the highlights that I have seen of him and like I mean, his fights that don't last so long. Jeez,
Oh, bro, dude, fucking Glover shredded, dude. That's crazy.
dude,
He's got abs and everything.
Glover wants to be a champion, dude.
Yeah, no, I see. Yeah, it's in. I honestly see him winning this for sure. Like Jamal Hill's great. He's a great fighter. It's just I see Glover for this one.
Oh shit! If I had to put money on it, Glover. I think Glover is gonna win.
Let's
Now that you brought the
go.
jury example, because like I thought about him, like okay, imagine fucking. But I'd seen Glover knock people out, so it's like. uh,
And that brings another point. He looked great against Jan, and I was saying I was getting it mixed up in my head, but no, he looked great against Jan. But then he fought Yuri, and then he looked kind of slow. That's what I because the last time I saw him fight, he was kind of slower than I saw him before. But I mean, he could have been injured. You never know.
all right,
You're
so
always injured going into a fight.
true. So overall, if I had to do a parlay, mine would be Eeyore, Johnny Walker, Lauren Murphy, Gilbert Burns, Brandon Moreno, and then Glover. I might just put. I'm gonna bring $5 tonight. We're gonna go to the casino. We're gonna put a. I'm putting my picks in, bro.
Let's go at the Bellagio.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I got the same thing. It's just Andrade for me on my parlay.
All right, so you got Johnny Walker, Jessica Andrade, Gilbert Burns, Brandon Moreno, and then Glover.
Yep.
And then you would do who would you do for Mauricio Shogun and
I
Eeyore?
do Potiera for sure.
Potiera? Okay.
Yeah, he's just younger, so that's the only reason.
All right, boys. So this is the end of the podcast here, or of our picks tonight. We're gonna go ahead and go to Bellagio. We're gonna go have some fun, dance,
Yeah,
drink, put our picks in, and get ready for tomorrow night, 7 p.m. PST. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Glover versus Hill. UFC 283. I want to thank my co-host Brendan for coming tonight. It's our first time
yeah.
doing this shit. We're gonna do
Let's
this
go.
probably like every UFC fight. We're gonna try to go ahead and do it either online or in person, but this is our first one, so we're gonna see how the audio works out. And we hope you guys want to comment and choose your picks down in the comment section below. Like, you don't gotta share, but share it if you want.
Yeah. Hey, give me some tips on betting too. I need some. Yeah. And then also comment if y'all win. So I want to see how much y'all win. That'd
Yeah,
be awesome.
yeah, and tell me what you like more, Bullet Rye bourbon or Howler's whiskey.
Howler's whiskey, bro.
Howlerhead. See, I've been fucking with this shit. He put me on some bourbon, so let's see, should I drink tequila or whiskey or bourbon tonight? I don't know. But I'll talk to you later, man. Thank you for coming tonight. See you soon. Peace.